All right, real quick. This is going to be a short spiel. Lose and know how to lose. We got beat by the Giants. Go look at my video. I got up and said we got beat by the Giants. They beat us. More physical. I ain't even going to. I could have said exactly this. Quinyon Mitchell was out the first game. Took our number one cornerback off the one side of the field, and we couldn't play. I could have said this. Jalen Carter, our number one defensive player, didn't play to start the game. I could have said a long list of things. We lost. The week before that, Dallas Goedert got held on the 3-yard line from a deep throw that was told by the NFL that was a holding that they missed. But we didn't get it. Also, Bo Nix threw a ball. It wasn't a player in the area. They didn't call the penalty for I forgot what it's called, intentional grounding. Then they waited 10, 15 seconds, called it, then waited another 30 seconds and picked it up. I didn't say nothing when we lost to the Broncos. I said you can't be up 19 points and you lose in the fourth quarter. But Lions fans, let's get straight into it. Let me play this video first, because this is the first thing that I'm hearing out of y'all real quick. Let's play this
The
video.
NFL protecting the Chiefs again. After Kansas City's 30-17 win over the Lions, fans aren't talking about the score. They're talking about 7 missed calls that all went one way. Let's start with the biggest ones. Travis Kelce's catch that clearly looked like it hit the ground, yet it somehow stood. Mahomes rushed the next play before a review could even happen, and boom, touchdown. Then there's the Kelce holding play on a short screen that went uncalled, which later led to another Chiefs score. But it doesn't stop there. Patrick Mahomes literally taunted Brian Branch after scoring, flexed right at him, 0 flag. Meanwhile, players around the league get called for way less every week. Then you've got a missed holding call on Chiefs lineman Trey Smith, a block in the back by Juju Smith-Schuster on Brian Branch, hands to the face missed on another lineman, and Chris Jones lined up in the neutral zone on the same play Detroit's TD was wiped for illegal motion. And somehow, the Chiefs finished with 0 penalties. That's right, not one. Just a week after being flagged 13 times. Now fans are flooding X with "refs in the Chiefs' pocket again" posts, calling the whole thing rigged. But what do you think? Were the refs really protecting Mahomes and Kelce? Or did the Lions just get unlucky?
Okay, so that's all we want to talk about? Yes, he did get hit in the back. Yes, he did get a hold. Yes, that was a hold to the face. That's Patrick Mahomes, the face of the NFL. He gonna get shit that everybody ain't supposed to get, and he gonna get it more than just the Lions. He gonna get it against everybody. But it to a certain extent, it was taunting. Level on the scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 4 or 5. But who cares about that? Goff was fucking moving on that play. He wasn't set. So yeah, out of them 5 calls, I give you 3 of them you should have got. Or 6, he said. I give you 4 of them you should have got. The other 2, the taunting and the illegal formation, he was moving. He shouldn't have been moving. They did the same thing against the Broncos, with the Broncos and the Eagles with fucking Saquon Barkley. They call it. So all I said yesterday was you didn't come to play. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's go to the Lions game versus the Chiefs. Let's go. I'm just going to paint the picture. Player stats. That's all I'm going to do. Player stats. Jared Goff. He played subpar. He played good. I give him a 6 or a 7. 203 for 2 touchdowns. But here's the thing. When he played like that, they got to cut up in the run game like they usually do, because that's the Lions. Gibbs, 65 yards, no touchdown. Montgomery, 24 yards, 0 touchdowns. Okay, if they didn't do it, then we got to cut up in the passing game. Jamison Williams, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Sam Laporta, 55 yards, 1 touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, your number 1 wide receiver, 45 yards, no touchdown. David Montgomery, 37 yards. Gibbs, he's not even on the stat sheet for receiving yards. He had 1 catch for 0 yards. You didn't come to play. Why you say that, Will? Okay, let's go to another game. When we talking crap and we going in the week and we got our heads held high because we didn't beat these certain teams, let's go to the certain teams that you beat. Let's go to Lions versus the Bengals, the week before last. Here we go. Player stats. Jared Goff, 258 yards, 3 touchdowns. Montgomery threw for a touchdown. They had 4 throwing touchdowns. Okay, David Montgomery, 65 yards rushing. Gibbs, 54 yards rushing. Where did we get it yet? We got it in the passing game. Amon-Ra St. Brown got 100 yards. He was averaging 25. He was averaging 12.5 a catch with 8 catches. Sam Laporta had 92 yards. Gibbs had 33 yards. We beat him in the passing game. We look how we look. Then you had another touchdown to Brock Wright, another touchdown to Tesla, and a touchdown to Laporta and Gibbs. That is the Lions that you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's go to the Ravens game. Let's go. Lions can beat you in different ways. Here we go. Ravens game. Here go Goff again. 200 yards, right? 1 touchdown. But what happened? David Montgomery, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. They scored 4 touchdowns in the backfield. Receiving yards, Amon-Ra, 77, 1 touchdown. Your number 1 star receiver came and did what he did, just like I did with the Bengals game. J-Mo, 40, Sam Laporta, 30, Jahmyr, 30. You had a good game. Let's go to the next game. Let's go to the Bears game. The Bears game. Let's get it. Here we go again. Jared Goff played out of his mind. He had 334 yards and 5 passing touchdowns. So we know already where you beat him at. You had Gibbs. Gibbs rushed for a touchdown. Montgomery rushed for a touchdown. Gibbs had 94 yards. Montgomery had 57. Amon-Ra, your number 1 wide receiver, had 115 yards and 3 touchdowns. J-Mo, believe it or not, in the daytime, I call him Vampire J-Mo. He had 108 yards for 1 touchdown. Tesla had 29. Brock Wright had 28. Sam Laporta had 26. That is your Chicago Bears one. I didn't even pull up. Let's just do this for fuck's sake. Let's pull up real quick. Lions versus Browns. Let's pull up that game. Player stats. Detroit Lions. Let's go to the Lions. Here we go. Jared Goff, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So what happened? Jahmyr Gibbs had 91 yards with a touchdown. Montgomery didn't show up that day. He had 12 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, your number 1 wide receiver, had 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. J-Mo had 40. Laporta had 39. Khalif Raymond had 13. Hold on, people. I know this is a little long, but let me get into it. If you don't know, Amon-Ra don't play at night. He don't. Y'all need to start making him play at night. What do you mean by that, Will? Let's go to his primetime games last year. November the 8th, 2024 against the Rams, he had 13 yards with no touchdown. J-Mo had 121 with a touchdown. No, I'm sorry, that was September the 8th. September the 30th, 2024 against the Seahawks. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 45 yards and a touchdown. J-Mo had 80 with a touchdown. November the 10th, 2024 against the Texans. Amon-Ra had 60 yards. J-Mo had 53 yards. Amon-Ra had a touchdown. J-Mo didn't this time. Against the Packers, 12-5. Amon-Ra had 10 yards, no touchdowns. J-Mo had 80 yards he didn't have a touchdown. Against the 49ers on the 30th. Here we go again. Amon-Ra had 60 yards. He played basic with a touchdown. And then the last game against the J-Mo had 77 yards, with a touchdown. In the last game against the Ravens, that's this year. I just called that out, where Amon-Ra had 77 yards with a touchdown, and J-Mo, he ain't had nothing. So Amon-Ra only came to play in the last 6 games. He only came to play 2 of them night games. He don't play at night. J-Mo play at night. Amon-Ra got a family, I believe, and he likes those 1 o'clock and 4 p.m. games. He might even play good in a London game at 9:30 in the morning, because he's a morning type of guy. And J-Mo is a dude that's a young YN that like to stay out in the strip clubs in the Coney Island, as we know he like to do, so he play good at night. So I'm actually giving y'all parlay information. Well, all I said was what I said, and I stand down on it. You didn't come to play. You cannot play the Kansas City Chiefs and not dominate the line of scrimmage and not dominate the time of possession and put up 17 points, and you think you're going to beat them. You put up 3 points in the first quarter. You put a touchdown up in the either second quarter, and you didn't score in the third, or vice versa. And then you scored another touchdown in the fourth quarter. You scored 17 points against the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody know how you got to beat the Chiefs. I just told you. Time of possession, execution, or you got to blow them the fuck out. You cannot leave it in the referee's hands, or that's just what's going to happen. And last but not least, I can go find each team in the NFL that felt like they lost because of bad calls against the other team that the refs didn't call. I already said some against the Eagles. I can go get a plethora of teams. You cannot leave it in the ref hands. You didn't come to play and you lost. Learn how to take them losses. You got Baker Mayfield next. Hot as fish grease. Front runner for MVP. Mike Evans looking like he coming back. So although they might not have Emeka Egbuka and Chris Godwin, they're going to have Tez Johnson. They're going to have Kay Otten. They're going to have Rashid White. And they're going to have Mike Evans. And Mike Evans is his number one target. So understand and know how to accept a loss. Please. That's Philly Will all day, every day, and twice on Sundays, and I'm out. Sick as hell y'all got me doing this video because y'all know how to take a loss.